today's video, I bought the scariest Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics, all the way from a little jump scare plushie to a real spring Bonnie animatronic that actually jump scares you. How scary will Five Nights at Freddy's be in real life? Well, let's get right into it. So we have many different real-life working Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics that we're taking a look at in this video. From like a 14-foot tall real Freddy Fazbear and even a working Spring Bonnie. But we gotta start off with the least scary animatronic and work our way up all the way to the scariest one. Because obviously you gotta start with the least scary and go to the scariest. So, Shadow Freddy, what do we even have here? Oh, okay. So this is the jump scare working Freddy Fazbear plush that was actually made by Funko. Well, yeah, he doesn't look scary. He looks stupid. He has these big fat arms that go out. Oh, he's doing something? That's it? That's all he does? Yeah, this guy is barely scared at all. He definitely is an animatronic because, of course, he plays noise, his mouth opens, he moves. That's an animatronic. But, these arms, they look fat and gross, and his weird little hands are icky wailings, like, ugh, I don't love you. And, his hat isn't even stuffed. Look, I can just squish this all the way. The jump scare function, it's not bad. His eyebrows turning don't really make sense because, obviously, Freddy's eyebrows don't really move, especially not that much. His eyes getting red don't make sense either because it's like Freddy's eyes only turn red in one scene of the Fnaf movie, and this was made way before the Fnaf movie. And just look at him. Look at his dumb little microphone. He's way too brightly colored. Freddy is like a darker, let's see, he's like a darker brownish color. This guy's way too light. And like, just everything about him is so look at the shape and size of him. How does anyone find this scary? This was actually made by Funko. Where does it say? Yeah, right there. So this, in 2018, this guy is 6 years old. This is a 6-year-old Freddy Fazbear animatronic. And even looking in his mouth here. Oh, open up. I'm your dentist. Open! Open! Oh my gosh. How can something be scary when it's not even accurate? They gave him top teeth. Jeez. This animatronic is, I think I bought him for like $100 on eBay. Not worth it. Oh, I thought I did a little Freddy flip. He's not worth it. The jump scare's kind of fun. It's neat. It's not scary, but it's kind of cool. For $100 though, buy like a golden Freddy plush. So he's not worth it. So Shadow Freddy, you come here. Ugh. So what is the next animatronic we're looking at? So Shadow, ugh. Jeez, man, my desk is messy. Guys, don't mind this. It's a whole bunch of, like, prototypes and stuff. It's for a future video. Don't worry about it. They're not in today's video. But yes, it is a whole bunch of special prototypes for a future video. But Shadow Freddy, now we have to look at the next Fnaf merch. That's a little bit scary. It's only a little bit scarier. And it is this animatronic Freddy Fazbear head. The great thing about this is the only animatronic shown off in this video that you guys can currently buy. So if you guys would like your own Freddy Fazbear animatronic, this is, well, the best you're gonna get unless you want to build one yourself. Basically what it is it was this giant, oh, yep. That's what he does. It's this giant Freddy head that they sold at like Target and Walmart that came with a whole bunch of stuff inside. The stuff inside is not great. 11 great items. They completely lied to you guys. They lied to you. Freddy, you lied. Oh, see, that's what he does. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff inside of him and he lied. You lied. You lied. You lied. Basically, what happens when you use him, let me try and put him back together to show how his animatronic functions work is, oh, all right, that didn't work. Where did this giant scratch come from? Okay, so you push this and look what happens. So his eyes light up and they blink when you press this, but if you hold it down, yeah, he plays the little Toreador March, which is pretty cute. And there's other secret buttons I didn't even know about. If you push this thing in, if you pull it, you're meant to put like coins in here. Who would put coins in here? Like a piggy bank. So if you push and pull this thing back here, what happens? I don't remember what happens. Yeah, that happens. What about this? Oh, he plays more Toreador March. Yep. Yep. Oh, FNAF 2 ambience? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this animatronic Freddy, he's definitely a little bit better than the other one because he looks really accurate, which is awesome. He's a really accurate looking Freddy, and I really like that about him, and he's the only one you can currently buy. He is a bit pricey, though. He's like 50, 60 bucks in stores, which is a lot. The items inside, I'm gonna be honest, they're not worth it. Items aren't worth it. But the head itself is kind of worth it, so if you got 60 bucks to spare and you want a real Freddy Fazbear head, I'd say this one is your way to go. He's honestly, he's really, it's really fun to slap this, go, Alright, bye-bye, bye-bye. Oh, alright, so now, Shadow Freddy, let's check out the next animatronic, which is actually full size. So, let's get into it. So, the next real FNAF animatronic that we have are the giant Freddy Fazbear inflatables, and I actually brought out both of these. You can see they are very tall compared to my FNAF life-size Freddy Fazbear cutout, right? Alright, so I have my camera on my eye level. Look how tall these guys are. These guys are like 6 feet tall, and I actually have both versions, if you're wondering. Yes, this is the original version released all the way back in 2016. It is so extremely rare. There are barely any of these guys in existence. I think there's a definitely less than 100, but there might even be less than 50. So they are worth a lot of money, like a couple $100. And this is the brand new Freddy Fazbear inflatable that released this year, just only a couple months ago. And you guys can pick them up. I think you can buy them online still for only like 60 bucks. So this guy costs like $500, and this guy costs like, what, 60 bucks? You can pick them both up. Now, for working animatronics, they really only do two things. Both of them can turn their head. As you can see, they have a head swivel right in there. Both of them have basically the same head swivel that turns their head side to side, and they have lights in them. You can see there's a light in both of their heads, there's a light in both of their torsos, and there's a light in both of their legs. Now, which Freddy did it better is honestly a really good question, because this guy is so much cheaper, but this guy's a little bit taller. You can see they basically are the same mold. You can tell that they use the same design, like they're the same ear shapes, the same snout shapes, the same body type, the same feet, except they gave this new one to look like the movie. You can tell he looks a lot like the movie with all his different types of movie Freddy designs. And this guy, well, he looks like old Freddy. He looks honestly like those really ugly models that they would use back in 2014 for Freddy animations. So which one is better? Honestly, I think this one is so much cheaper. It's only like $60 to $80, and his details look so much better compared to this guy. I mean, he cost me, I think I spent like $300 on this one, which is actually a good deal, which is crazy saying $300 is a good deal. I know. But what do you guys think? Let me know which one is better. But we will be comparing all of the old and new animatronics. So on the scary meter, I don't think these guys are too scary. This guy might be scary because of how ugly he is. They definitely are scarier than the animatronic plushie and the animatronic head because, well, they're life-size. And if you woke up and this thing was just standing at the foot of your bed, it might be a little scary, but it's nowhere near as scary as the spring Bonnie animatronic at the end of this video. So what do you guys think? Now let's move on to both Bonnie, life-size animatronics. Bonnie's actually even bigger. He goes to almost past my closet, almost up to the ceiling. He is massive. So now let's head over to Bonnie and check him out. So next we're looking at Bonnie, and these ones look very different. From what you can tell, this old Bonnie animatronic is so ugly. This Bonnie, you can see they're very tall. They do go past my closet. This guy might be the ugliest original inflatable. Oh my gosh. He has this giant fat lip that sticks out. His teeth are just these giant circles. The other color on him is just like this bluish color. It doesn't look great. His eyes look weird. They have these weird little eyebrow things inside his actual eyes. He looks horrible. He has these weird little mitten hands. The only good thing about this is they give him colors on the bottom of his feet, but they did that a lot better here. So this guy really is not great. He's actually one of the most expensive original animatronics. He's the second most expensive one, being about $500. I'd say that's pretty average. Chica's even more expensive, being even more than $500. But yeah, $500 for this guy is honestly a waste of money. I got him for cheap. I think I also got him for about $300, so I would not recommend buying him. But this brand new Bonnie honestly looks really good. He looks a lot more like the movie Bonnie. So first of all, his lights look so much better. You can barely tell this Bonnie lights up. He does light up, but this one's lights are so much better. They fixed his teeth, so he does look a lot better. He looks a lot nicer. His eyes look exactly like the movie eyes. Oh my gosh, these eyes are genuinely incredible compared to these just white dots. Oh, he looks so good. They fixed his colors on his snout, so he looks a lot better. They changed his bow tie, so now it's like a fabric, which is weird when this bow tie used to inflate. So I'm not sure why they did that. All the detailing, like all the endo work going along these arms, honestly, looks so good. I love how the endos look on this arm. They look really good, way better than this, than the mitten things. Even though he does still have mittens, they at least give him fingers on the other side of his hands. Well, this guy is absolutely nothing there. His legs also look a lot better, giving him better looking knees compared to this one. and making his feet more, like, have a better shape. They made them more defined, making the printing go all the way up on the second part of the fabric, when you can see this is just two different pieces of fabric colors that they sewed together. So this guy, I'm pretty sure you can still buy him online for about, like, $60. He's definitely a lot more worth it. Don't buy the original 2016 one. I bought him before these new ones released, but now I have both versions to show and compare you to tell you guys that, yeah, you definitely want this one, you don't want this one. Somehow, Foxy's even bigger than Bonnie. So when we check out Foxy, he will be even bigger. These animatronics, again, they're not too scary. They're more cheery looking. They're more for kids, but trust me, that last animatronic is going to be so scary. So now we have to check out Chica, who actually did not get a new re-release. So let's check out that Chica inflatable. So next up for Chica, we only got one version. That's right, for some reason, even though they released a Freddy, a Bonnie, and a Foxy, they didn't release Chica, which is so weird. They literally could have just reused the Chica design and made FNAF movie Chica, especially since she was a big part of the first movie. So no idea why they didn't make movie Chica, but all we're left with is, this ugly Chica. I'm gonna be honest, this is the worst. I thought Bonnie was bad, but no, this is easily the worst thing. First of all, her head's completely broken. If you watch it, you realize it'll sway all the way to this side, and then it barely goes to the right a little bit. Look, and it just stops there, and then it turns all the way back. So she's already broken. Her eyes are gross. I hate the giant weird eyebrows that they gave her. The eyes look weird. These teeth are disgusting, and don't even look close to Chica's teeth. The little feathers on the top of her head are so small, you can barely see them up there. The bib looks like they started to work on it, and then just didn't even give it the rest of the detail. There's no dot in the middle of the A. This confetti's way too small, and the bib, it looks wrong. It looks like unfinished. It doesn't look good. The fingers here are really weird, especially since Bonnie had mitten type hands. Now Chica's hands are what? Weird long fingers? That doesn't make sense either. She looks so weird. She has a giant line going between only this part of her legs, which doesn't make sense either. Like, why is there that one black line between her legs? She has these weird giant toes, which just, I don't know, they just look bad, they just look weird. I mean, this Chica is so disappointing, especially since this is the rarest FNAF inflatable. The Freddy one, the original 2016 ones, the Freddy inflatable is really common, the Bonnie and Foxy are pretty rare, and this Chica one is so rare. Not even Andiematronic had it in her big video where she showed off all these that got like a bazillion views. So this might be the only documented Chica inflatable in existence. I don't know anyone who has it. If you have a Chica inflatable, let me know, but they're really rare, probably because no one bought them. No, when they originally came out, no one wanted them. They look super ugly, and they are ugly. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I have no idea how much she would cost. I paid about $500 for her, I think. She could probably go up to $800, maybe even $1,000. No one would pay that, but people would probably think it's worth that much. So now let's check out Foxy, the best inflatable, before we get into the next real giant animatronic. This thing's pretty scary though. Might be scary because of how ugly it is. Now let's check Foxy. So, the final, biggest, and scariest inflatable animatronic that we have so far is the Jumbo Foxy. Obviously not the scariest thing in the video, but you can see that he is easily the best. If you guys are only going to buy one FNAF inflatable, say you can only afford one, which is very reasonable. I mean, 60 to 80 bucks for an inflatable is quite a lot of money, but it's worth that money. If you can only buy one, I heavily recommend you buy the Jumbo Foxy plush. So let's take a, not plush, inflatable, I'm sorry. So first of all, looking at the 2016 one, you can tell that this guy was probably based on those really ugly old Foxy models from 2014 they would use in those old like TF2 animations. So you can see here that he is a very bright orange, way brighter orange than he should be. The withering material on him looks weird. It's just a couple black holes. His teeth don't look great, floundering everywhere. His head is in a very weird shape, almost the shape of like a maple leaf. His snout looks undetailed and lame. His eyes look dull and sad. His ears are fine. And then the bottom half of him, honestly, is not too bad. His pants have weird detailing, but they're not too bad. They have these. His hands are, again, kind of weirdly detailed, only having these black stripes on them. His hook looks normal. That's an average-looking hook. And the big robotic Foxy feet look fine. But this Foxy, oh my gosh, this Foxy is amazing. First of all, this Foxy doesn't light up for some reason. This Foxy lights up and his head turns. His eyes, oh my gosh, they look so good. They look just like movie Foxy. He's such a more accurate red color instead of this weird pasty orange. His style looks better with actual detail on it. Even details on his eyebrows, look, giving them a black little outline. They fixed his head shape so it's less spiked out. His teeth look better, even having yellow teeth, even though they do flap up. His head turns very well. All the joints in his arms look so much better. I mean, look at these detailing. It's just two black circles, but this you can see his endo. His hook actually has detail. Look, it has a shine all the way on his hook. Guess it doesn't inflate the best. This hand does look a lot better than compared to that one. So the fingers are actually spiky on this hand, unlike that one. And they have a lot more of the endo detailing. You can see so much endo detailing going all the way up him. His chest is so much better. This shape is so much more accurate. And you can see the actual endoskeleton inside of him. You could see no endoskeleton in here. It was just a black circle. The pants look so good. They gave detailing to his shorts. Instead of just these two little weird circles, they gave all these bumps and ridges. Oh my gosh, they look amazing. And these giant joints and his endo. They gave him fully detailed endo legs and feet. You can see all the, they didn't even detail his feet. You can see all the big endo chunks on his feet look so good. The giant endo things going throughout him. Oh my gosh. I mean, he really does look really good. I love him. He's personally my probably favorite of the 4 inflatable animatronics, and he's definitely the scariest. I mean, looking at him, yeah, furry inflatable, this is probably the scariest animatronic, but not the scariest animatronic of the video. So now we have something really special to check out with the inflatables, so let's get to that. This is so big. This animatronic is so big, it can't even fit inside my room. So let's go check it out now. So guys, this is the second to last animatronic we have in the video, but this is the biggest Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic ever made. You guys won't believe how tall this Jumbo Freddy Fazbear is. And I know he doesn't look that big right now, just laying down, and he takes, honestly, a little while to inflate and blow up. But once he's standing all the way up tall, he is massive. So, let's do a little time lapse. So, this might be genuinely one of the greatest pieces of Five Nights at Freddy's merch ever made. The giant 14-foot tall Freddy Fazbear inflatable. Now, this is what he looks like. I've not seen anyone else buy him. He is 14 feet tall, and I'm being so honest, you can buy him from Target's website for $180. 14-foot tall Freddy for $180. That's like $10 a foot. Look how massive he is. So this is me standing looking all the way up at him. Oh my gosh, he's literally so big. You can't even see his face. I need to walk up my stairs to go up here. Hi, Jordan. To give him a full review. Oh, he's so sleepy. Look at him. He has lights in his eyes and everything. He is so beautiful. Look at his giant hand there. His giant hat holding up this massive Freddy Fazbear. And he's fully detailed as well. Now, this is made by the exact same company that made the other smaller inflatables we looked at, Ruby's company. Obviously, he doesn't turn or move because that would be way too hard to make a animatronic this big, 14-foot tall move. So I'm going to walk all the way up to the top of my stairs. This is tall. This is the outside view. I mean, look how high up we are. Oh my gosh. Freddy Fazbear is literally this tall. His giant hat, look, he's so big they gave details on the top of his hat. No one would normally see this, but I see it because I'm standing up here. His giant hands are incredible. Look at his giant microphone. I mean, honestly, I don't think anything could ever be as amazing walking up and down the stairs is this giant Freddy Fazbear. Like, he doesn't feel real. He doesn't feel real how big he is. I highly, highly, highly recommend if you guys buy any FNAF merch, save up $180 for this guy. Nothing is more worth, no FNAF merch is worth money than this $180 giant Freddy Fazbear. I mean, look at his giant bow tie. I can't even reach it, it's so big. This is, I'm trying to jump up there. His giant microphone, this might be the biggest microphone ever in the world. All the details going across his arms and his limbs. Oh my gosh. So you can't put him outside if you want to decorate for Christmas or for Halloween. He has these giant straps, and you got to strap him into the ground. So you strap him down there, and you strap him down there, and you strap him down there. Oh my gosh, he's just so massive, and honestly, I'm just in love with him. He is, I could not ask for a better piece of Jumbo FNAF merch. Now, I would love a Jumbo Bonnie, or a giant Foxy, or even a giant Chica. I don't know if they're going to make it because they're not as iconic as Freddy Fazbear, but I've not seen anyone else own this Freddy Fazbear. No one's made any posts about it, no one's shared any photos buying it, no one's even talked about it besides me. I'm like the only person to talk about it. So, do you guys even own this giant Freddy? Do you even want to own a Freddy this big? I mean, you have to have a 2-story house with some giant thing to even put him up inside. If you have a 1-story house, he won't fit, he's too big. Well, you could put him outside, I guess. But yeah, he is so incredible. So, let me set up my phone and show you his actual height compared to me. Okay guys, so here's my actual height compared to the giant Freddy. You can see I'm not even up to his stomach. He is so big. He takes up the entire house. He's literally this massive. I mean, comparing me to giant Freddy, like I can barely make it. Maybe if I jump if I jump up high enough, I can't even reach his hand. He is like taller than even like a giant basketball hoop. He is literally so massive. This is the biggest and the cheapest FNAF animatronic you can get. So if you guys want to be William Acted and you want to have your own FNAF animatronics, this is probably the best way to do it. I can almost hang onto his arms. Oh, they're so big. He's giant. It's like a giant Godzilla Freddy Fazbear. And he's the motor in him to pump up the air honestly works really low. Just seeing how big he is. I mean, I don't know how tall you guys are compared to it, but I'm like 7 feet tall or something, you know. So compared to him, I guess it's like two of me, you know, just pretty tall and pretty big and everything. But I still can't even understand this price. For being only $180 on Target's website, you can order it and get it delivered in like a week. This is an amazing Freddy Fazbear. So if you guys do end up buying this Freddy Fazbear, please let me know. I want to see photos of your guys' Freddys at your homes. Set them up outside your home so everyone knows you love FNAF. Or set them up inside your home if it even fits inside your home. That'd be super awesome to see because I love this giant here. I want to see how high up I can jump on Giant Freddy. Let me see. Oh, I can barely reach his bow tie. I bet I can go even higher. Ooh, okay. I reached the top of his bow tie. That's as tall as I can reach on Giant Freddy. Oh, he's leaning over. He might actually crush me. When I unplug him, he genuinely starts crushing me. He's so big. Let me show you. So I'm going to unplug Giant Freddy and deflate him now. And he literally attacks me. Look how big he is. Look how big Giant Freddy is. Oh my gosh. So once he starts deflating, he literally comes down and starts attacking me. See, look at him. Look how big he is. Oh my god. I can't even escape him. I have to like hold him. I'm gonna like hold him up as he falls over. He's literally so big. Oh my gosh. I love him so much. This animatronic is not scary, but this is the biggest FNAF animatronic you could possibly buy. So now let's go check out the scariest Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic you can't buy. I made it. Me and Withered Creations made it. The Into the Pit Spring Bonnie animatronic. So we'll head into my garage where I keep him nice and safe, and we'll go check him out now.
Oh, guys, okay. This is pretty scary. I don't know exactly where this animatronic is, but there's an animatronic in here somewhere with me. Oh my gosh, guys. I think I see him. I think I see the animatronic. There's gotta be some sort of on switch here. We gotta check out the scariest animatronic for this video. Where could it be? Oh, wait. Did I find it? It's gotta be here somewhere. Oh!
Step right up, thrill seekers. Prepare to be mesmerized by the prizes within.
Oh my gosh.
Try to win if you dare.
So guys, obviously I'm just kidding. I have the lights turned on now, but this is the scariest Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic, also known as the real Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit Spring Bonnie animatronic that I built. I mean, just watch him here. I'm not going to say a word, just watch it.
Welcome, welcome. Summon your courage and test your skill. Are you ready to reach into the unknown and grab a prize? Then reach inside. Just mind your fingers. He's taken a few today already.
Absolutely incredible. So if you guys saw my building video, this was built by me and Withered Creations, and he is absolutely beautiful. He is the scariest Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. Now, I am going to let you guys in on a little secret. This is not the last animatronic I'm building. I will be building more animatronics very soon. Next month, February, I'm building another real animatronic. But this Spring Bonnie, oh my gosh, he's absolutely incredible. From the custom Find Spring Bonnie Toy Freddy background that I got commissioned to all the different little paint detailing. Look, it even says, "It's me" right here. Ooh, so scary. And look, so you come here and you push the button, and look, the claw moves back and forth like an actual claw machine. Spring Bonnie is in there just like he looks like Into the Pit. I mean, oh my gosh, he literally looks exactly, he looks exactly like Into the Pit. This is genuinely so cool. Might honestly be the coolest Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic ever made. I mean, look at his beady little eyes. Those were made just out of some 3D printing, and then we put some special glue material on them so they look really shiny. The flesh in there was made out of foam that we then painted with a red, covered in hot glue to make it look veiny, and then sprayed with some spray glue to give it that shine. The nose in there, you can see, is still 3D printed. It was just painted black. All the black withering on him looks absolutely
absolutely incredible. You can see the fabrication on him really looks like he's an old animatronic, just like Into the Pit, when they stay in that pit forever. Oh my gosh, just look at him, look. So when he jumps up, you can get a better look at his mouth. His mouth is absolutely massive, as you can see, look. So we'll wait for it, and we'll look at his mouth. Wait for it. Wait for it. There's his mouth. Look at those giant bunny teeth. We gave him giant jaws that go all the way around him. He falls back into the pit really well. You'd think he'd get caught in these balls. When he jumps up, he would get caught on these sharp ball edges. But he actually does not get caught on the balls. He pops right up, and he works perfectly. The claw in here is really cool. It can actually hold a FNAF plush. I can put a FNAF plushie inside this claw machine as it holds it and drags it around, which is possible, which is really cool. I really like it. He is very simply made. Look, so part of the side is open, and I will show you guys how simple it is. So this is the inner look at the workings of an animatronic. You can see how simple it is. Basically, I'm being so serious, he is held in there by a pool noodle and chopsticks. We held Spring Bonnie in there by a pool noodle and chopsticks. So looking in there, you can see the giant piston motor that shoots him up out of the top, those four like metal beams that hold him into place, all the wires that make the whole piston thing move in there. It looks really cool. Here, let me turn him on, and we'll watch the insides work. So, look, you can see how he's going to jump up, right? We'll watch it. Watch the piston in there. Oh, look at it. See it jump up? See it push him up? And then it retracts. It slowly retracts back down in there, which is super interesting. This is one of the coolest, most interesting FNAF animatronics ever. It's so awesome to not only have made this and own it, but now I get to look at all the inner workings of a special animatronic like this, which is so cool. So let's take an even closer look at Spring Bonnie. I want to show you guys every single part of this animatronic, since this is the only one ever made. It's the one I built. You guys won't get any other views at it, so I want to give you guys the best look. So you can take off these panels really easily. They're literally put on with just some Velcro. It is that easy, guys. Boom. Now we have full access. We'll just put this right over here. Full access to Spring Bonnie. So that just goes right there. He looks absolutely incredible. You can see the balls in here got really dirty, which is perfect. Gives him that pit look. Only thing I would change is we cut too much balls on this side. Yeah, we cut the balls too much. Too much balls are missing. So this side is perfectly fine. There's a perfect gap here. But compared to this side, way too much was cut off the side. He's actually made of some really interesting things. So his head itself is 3D printed. You can listen. Hear that knocking? That's all 3D printing that then we covered with fabric. We tried to make as little seams as possible. He's not sewn together. It's just hot glue, so you guys could even do it yourself. Here's one of the main seams where we dirtied it up to make it look better, but the ears were going to make it too heavy. You can see that his head is already massive. If you saw my original video, the original teddy bear that popped up out of this was a lot smaller. So to make him a lot lighter, we made these ears out of foam. So these are squishy foam that you can squish and move around. So these squishy ears are actually made of foam, so you can pop up a lot easier, but it was harder to make the ears since we had nothing to base them off of. The ears were based on nothing. The 3D print, we just covered this print in, look at it. We just covered the print in you know, fabric, but the ears we had to make by scratch. The nose itself is, again, just 3D printed material that we covered up, and we made it hard and we made it look better. We made the giant tear mark that goes down the side here. The teeth are, again, just 3D printed. You can see 3D printed teeth that we painted white, and we gave this scary look to, which looks awesome. And his jaw down there is covered in fabric. I mean, he looks absolutely incredible. I love this poster. The poster is meant to look like a game-accurate Five Nights at Freddy's 2 poster, which looks really good. So you can see this. It looks just like Toy Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Has the same background, has the same details, and then it's all weathered to look all old and everything. So this is absolutely incredible. I'll do some FNAF events in the future where you guys can meet me in person, and you can come see this animatronic, maybe some other animatronics I build, which are really, really cool. I absolutely love him. He's probably my favorite one. And not only that, we made a different variation of him. The original bear had this ball that would sit on the top of his head. So we made this, we cut it out, so it looks like he's actually hidden inside the pit now. So you can add that on, so it gives him a little more, mystique. He's a little, like, more hidden in the pit, if that makes sense, with his little ball hat. I think it looks kind of cute. Most people don't like it, but I think it's cute, so I keep it off the top of him. He looks really good. But the place he actually looks best is when all the lights are out and it's just that little orange light above him. So let me go turn out the lights and show you what he looks like. So guys, it's dark and scary and we have the lights turned off. So, turning him on, oh my gosh, this is where he comes all together. In the dark lighting, when you can barely see anything of him, he is absolutely incredible. Look at this. Oh my gosh, he is so cool. He is such a cool spring Bonnie. I am so in love with him. He is my favorite YouTube video. This is my favorite video I've ever made because after the video, I have a incredible, one-of-a-kind spring Bonnie animatronic. I mean, oh, just the way he looks. The yellow lighting. Oh my mom's home. So guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy seeing all of my animatronics. Of course, I will be making more animatronics in the future, so I'm really glad you guys did enjoy this animatronic video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially subscribe for more animatronic videos because I'm going to be making a lot more since you guys love them. So I will see you all later. Good.